Hello and welcome to the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Getting into today's top stories, Iowa's August precipitation was 3.53 inches, or 0.6 inches below normal for the month, according to the latest water summary update. This marks the fifth month in a row of below normal statewide average precipitation. Southeast Iowa was the driest region of the state, with Keokuk receiving only a quarter of an inch of rain for the entire month. Although August was close to normal for rainfall on a statewide basis, rainfall was below normal for the fifth consecutive month, said Tim Hall, Iowa DNR's coordinator of hydrology resources. The state needs above normal rainfall for several months in a row, not another below normal month. Over the past several years, the state has seen very wet September and October months, and that trend would be welcome in 2022. Some improvement in drought conditions was made in southwest and central Iowa, but drought conditions worsened in southeast Iowa over the last month. Stream flow, soil moistures, and shallow groundwater levels are all lower than normal in northwest and southeast Iowa. After the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention approved a new round of booster shots for COVID-19, local health care providers and government agencies are starting to administer the doses. Henry County Immunization Director Robin Poole said the boosters were recommended for anyone in the age groups approved by the FDA, for ages 12 and up using the Pfizer booster and 18 and older using the Moderna booster. Federal and local officials have advised the most effective time to get the new booster is at least 2 months after the recipient's last COVID-19 shot, booster dose, or infection. Washington County Public Health Director Emily Tokheim said the new boosters are bivalent, meaning they protect both against the COVID strands it used to produce the original vaccines and boosters, as well as the more recently problematic Omicron variant. While previous shots have not been bivalent, Tokheim said the new round of boosters worked like any other. It's more like every year there's a new influenza vaccine, she said. It's just tailored a little bit to what we're expecting to see. Tokheim said an updated immune response against the more recently developing variants could help as the virus continues to evolve. The booster need not match the brand of the recipient's first dose or booster shot, according to Tokheim. People can mix and match boosters in primary doses, she said. In this situation, individuals in the 12 to 17 year category will have to get the Pfizer booster if they want to get one, because Moderna has only been approved for those 18 and older. However, switching brands is not limited to age reasons, and anyone may switch if they wish. The availability of boosters varies by county. Henry and Washington County public health officials said their vaccine clinics had both Pfizer and Moderna boosters available. Staff at Jefferson County Public Health said their agency only had Moderna boosters, but information on why they had only that brand was not immediately available. You can find a list of scheduled times for Washington, Henry, and Jefferson County by clicking on the linked story in the comments, or by picking up a copy of the Southeast Iowa Union. That was our top stories. It is now time for obituaries. Glenda Rose Ferguson Moeller of Houghton passed away on September 10th at the age of 82. Schmidt's Funeral Home of West Point is in charge of the arrangements. Stephen Marr Smiley Wood of Ainsworth passed away on September 9th at the age of 75. A celebration of life will be held at 10 a.m. on September 14th at the Jones and Eden Funeral Home. Jones and Eden Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Donald L. Gardner, Washington, passed away on September 9th at the age of 86. Funeral services will be held at 1:30 p.m. September 14th at the Jones and Eden Funeral Home. Jones and Eden Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Memorial services for Becky Ridley and Deborah Batterson will be held at 11 a.m. on September 16th at Elm Grove Cemetery in Washington. Rose L. Previtt of Mount Pleasant passed away on August 12th at the age of 81. Graveside services will be held on September 17th at 2 p.m. at the Hillsborough Cemetery. Murphy Funeral Home in Mount Pleasant is in charge of the arrangements. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll have the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
Welcome back to the Southeast Iowa Union Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have the Cedar Rapids Gazette High School football poll coming up, but first, the weather.
The weather is brought to you by Jacqueline Areola, LLC.
Come visit Jackie in her new location downtown. She is ready to serve Washington and the surrounding community. We're going to have back-to-back beautiful days here in Washington. Today it is sunny with a high of 80. Tomorrow there will be more sun and it will be slightly warmer with a high of 83. The temperatures will continue to slowly tick up before plateauing by the end of the week. Thursday will be 84 and partly cloudy. Friday and Saturday will be almost identical, 85 and partly cloudy on both days, with the low for Saturday being slightly higher at 65 degrees. That was the weather. It is now time for sports.
Sports, brought to you by Fairway.
The latest edition of the Cedar Rapids Gazette's high school football poll was released on Tuesday, and Waco has some company in a spot the Warriors had occupied alone for the last 2 weeks. Don Bosco has made the rise in Class 8 player, leaping from number 3 to tie with the Warriors in the number 2 spot. Waco skunked English Valley's 49-0 last Friday. The Warriors have yet to win a game by less than 22 points. Remsen St. Mary's received all 6 first-place votes in Class 8 player. The only other team to sweep first-place votes was Lewis Central in Class 4A. Waco is tied with Bosco, who is 3-0 on the season. They still sit behind Remsen St. Mary's at 3-0, and you can see Newell Fonda also 3-0 right behind Don Bosco and Waco. Anita, Cam, and BGM both dropped out. In the receiving votes category, we have Baxter, Fremont Mills, Montezuma, Southeast Warren, Tripoli, West Central, and BGM. If you want to see the full rankings, you can click on the corresponding story in the comments, or you can pick up a copy of the Southeast Iowa Union. Our sports reporters Andy Krutzinger and Hunter Mueller have a sports talk show that premieres here on Facebook or YouTube, depending on where you're watching this. We go live at 2 p.m. every Wednesday, and they break down all the previous and upcoming games from around the Union area. That is the news for Washington and the surrounding area. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This is the Southeast Iowa Union Newsbreak, and I will see you next time.